Longley and Ostertag, each at 7-2, jump it up, and Jordan grabs it for Chicago. Malone wastes no time and hits the jump shot. Prior to that, through the first 2 games, he'd hit 3 more jumpers than a dead man. Hornacek, who scored 20 in game 2, hitting 7 of 11. Malone, 2 of 2.
See, the thing that I like what Karl Malone has done, his first shot came from inside on the post.
Hornacek opening on Jordan, who finds Longley, who was fouled on the run. Could have been a 3-point play. But
Malone must do, Doug, is stay inside. Don't get baited into taking the outside J.
Well, Stockton was upset because his big man had a dunk and he would have been 3 for 3. He took away an easy basket.
He's 3 for 3 anyway as he slices through the defense. Meanwhile, Jordan is 0 for 3. Michael with Longley trying to screen for him. Spins around Hornacek and hits off the glass.
He had to work awfully hard.
Good pass inside the Longley. Give the assist to Harper. Just a second field goal and 9 attempts in the early. Stockton steps in front, picks it off. Ahead to Russell against Pippen. And an offensive foul as Scotty had established position. That's number 1 on Russell. Malone again. Squaring up over Longley. 4 in a row.
The rhythm, no. He's catching it, Isaiah. He's taking his time. He's not in any hurry.
Good luck taking the charge. Malone, this time he drives. Same result, though, whether it's to the hoop or from the perimeter. He's Chicago. 3 on 2. Jordan against Hornacek. Gives it up to Pippen. And that cuts it to 10-7. Team leads by 3. Jerry Sloan has to continue to be displeased with Chicago's dominance of the offensive glass. Stockton becomes the first player other than Malone to score. Michael into a crowd. Can't finish it, but he was fouled. With NBA and WNBA stars, or enter the NBA.com arena for same-night video, audio, and photos. Live post-game live from the arena. Or perhaps all that is too much work for you. Malone. Fade away on Rodman. 6 for 6. Jazz leading it by 5. Longley against Ostertag with the hook.
See, I like that, though. He missed the layup. They came right back to him.
Longley, another hook shot. And he was fouled on this one.
Right now, they've taken it out to watch the pupil for just a little bit.
Michael in traffic. Deals to Kukoc and now Longley. The bounce to Kukoc on the return, and he lays it in to tie the game. Chicago looks to take the lead in a very low-scoring first quarter. It's Harper on the run, hoping to turn it into a 3-point play as he had been bumped by... Harper, a great scorer early in his career with the Cavaliers and the Clippers. That's his first point tonight. 1 of 2, but Kukoc is there to turn it into a 3-point trip down the floor. Stockton on Kerr. Around a Rodman screen with the bounce to Pippen. Scotty into the lane. He banks it home.
That was a nice hesitation move by Scottie Pippen. He froze the defender, went down the lane.
Here's Scotty. Morris is on him. Into the lane, another runner. He hits it, plus he's coming to the line.
See, Bob, in game 1, Scottie Pippen lived out on the perimeter, shot a lot of jump shots. Game 2, he started slashing and cutting. You're seeing the same thing. You saw the right-hand hook off the glass the previous possession. This, the little runner in the lane, and the possible and longer. Realized he needs him back out on the floor.
Shandon Anderson against Burrell. And he finally puts an end to a long Utah drought.
Isaiah, that's the play that...
Burrell gave Chicago 15 decent minutes in game 2. This is Anderson inside, and it drops for him. But if Burrell does not hit open jumpers like the one a moment ago...
Join him on the last possession.
Pippen behind Burrell's screen. And Scotty drills it. He's got 8.
The Scotty shooter.
Anderson again. He's fouled this time. a week from tonight, Game 6 back in Salt Lake City, unless someone wins 3 straight here. 5th games in succession. But 2 road teams have. Kukoc. And a whistle as 3 defenders surround him. Isaiah, your Pistons in '90 did it at Portland, and Michael Jordan's Bulls in their first champ already. Less than 4 minutes into the period. Meanwhile, Chicago has only 1 team foul.
The referees were talking and said it.
Rodman out, Longley back in. Pippen pushing it. Kerr unleashing it. Off the back rim again. Michael out-battles Stockton for the loose ball. Tries to take it to the hole, and he's fouled.
And there he is on the free throw line. You look at his game time rest, but the actual time that he had was close to 9 minutes of rest for Michael Jordan.
It's the biggest lead for either team. Malone fakes and drives and draws the foul. Well, he had the open jumper, but decided to take it into the lane instead.
Is to run a little bit more high screen roll or screen roll in the center of the floor.
The foul on Longley was his first.
I just love the way Karl Malone has approached this first half. I mean, they're driving to the basket. That's what aggression is when you're going forward, not backwards.
Michael got Anderson into the air, but doesn't unleash the shot. Now he will.
When you overplay that man in the corner, their pressure.
Loose ball battle. Scotty to the floor. Anderson finally comes up with it. Stockton. Inside to Morris. And the assist for John. As you know,
it's a real tough call here. It's a beautiful screen roll. You see the pass. Wow, that's a tough call. I think Scottie Pippen flopped on that one.
Jordan at the other end gets the 2 for Chicago.
Right off the screen, right into the shot.
Utah loses it. Jordan back, spinning, fading, firing, and drawing the foul.
Line. In game 1, he was 6 of 8. Game 2, 9 of 10. Let's see how many free throws he's able to get in this game.
Chicago trying to add to the game's biggest lead. Jordan can't. Kukoc has the loose ball, and Chicago has a 12-point lead. Stockton on the move, back outside to Malone. Now it's Russell. Just before the shot clock, he hits a 2-pointer. His foot was just on the arc. Harper inside, dealing it back outside to Kukoc for 3, which hits the front of the rim. Stockton now pegging it ahead to Russell. The trailer is Hornacek, and he's got it. But to finish up the thought, Hollins called that. Pippen. Give the assist to Harper.
Now Pippen signaled for that, and he got his feet.
Scotty sitting down and try to close this lead maybe to 5 or 6 as they go into halftime.
Look at the difference in the free throw. 3 times as many.
And Michael Jordan has only taken 7 shots tonight, so that might be part of the plan, get everybody going so he has great energy to finish this.
Jordan into the lane. And he gets the roll. And Jordan protects the rebound.
Rodman's doing an excellent job on Malone, taking away his driving out.
A great catch by Kukoc.
Has really rejuvenated this Chicago Bulls team. Michael Jordan with Pippen down on the bench right now. Attacks and makes a very, very difficult shot over the outstretched arm of Greg Ostertag. Look at the eyes of Michael Jordan. He's now playing Stockton. Forces him to spin, and then Rodman with the body bump pushes Karl Malone away, takes a weak shot at the basket, and what does that lead to? Tony Kukoc running out. The great pass from Harper, as Bob said, a wonderful catch. Now remember, Tony's a left-handed player, so his right hand is out of bounds, but his left hand is open for that little flipper.
Kukoc looking for Michael and finding him. Spins on Hornacek to the left hand. An absolute beauty.
Now Jordan went from side to side 2 times.
Somebody. Hornacek looking to create on his own. Nice move, but he doesn't hit the shot. Harper bumps off Stockton and lays it in. Stockton looking up at the official. Chicago by 16. And Hornacek takes 2 off of it.
Now, Kukoc likes to drive left.
Rodman gives it right back to him. 3 on the shot clock. Fadeaway. That's the way it's going for Chicago. A steal by Burrell. Can't add 2, but Harper puts it away. And finally, mercifully for Utah, the half comes to a close. But wait a minute, Burrell took a tumble.
Foul right here on John Stockton. You see Burrell makes the inbound steal. Harper knocks it out of his hands, takes a peek at the shot clock, and you see Stockton trying to block out Burrell underneath. And Dick Bavetta called the foul on John Stockton underneath.
But see, that's a careless play. You throw away the inbounds pass, you get John Stockton a foul. And it's after Kukoc makes the great shot, now they're going to end up the half with 2 free throws. That's a terrible momentum play for Utah going in at half. Chicago has been stifling with their defense.
Chicago by 18. Kukoc does just that. Longley fires from 20 and makes it a 22-point Chicago lead. Bulls going for the kill. Longley batted away by Ostertag. No goaltend despite Michael's pleas. Here's Russell. And finally Utah is in the scorebook almost 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Hornacek, baseline, reverse. Got it.
And there was a nice seal by Karl Malone against Luke.
Jordan to the hole. Wrapped up by Ostertag, and somehow, some way, he scores.
See, faked Hornacek right, took him left to the baseline. Hornacek taking away that right hand of Jordan, gives him the fake. Now he gives him the sweep underneath. Ostertag doesn't give him a good, hard enough foul. See, you got to grab that right hand. Don't let him get the shot off.
Here's a man 7'2" and 280 ahead to Pippen. Harper alone. Chicago by 23.
This is just target practice.
Lob from Malone. Try to muscle up. And finally he's fouled.
Right there that he didn't have the type of lift to get it to the basket quick enough.
Malone has 17, but 12 of the Ostertag goes out. The 2 years prior to this one, the Bulls led the NBA in scoring. This year, even with Jordan claiming his 10th scoring title, Chicago was only 9th in the NBA in scoring. But their defense makes up the league. That's what they're doing tonight in Game 3. Jordan's pass picked off by Russell. Kukoc trying to cut him off. He takes it all the way to the rim, and Tony fouls.
Passing lane, it takes you completely out of what you want to do.
Russell hits the first. NBC bypassing open opportunities. Kukoc won't. Just returned is guarding Harper. Ron tries to fade away, and Isley fouls it. Isley has it knocked away, but Hornacek is there to pick it up. To Malone inside, and now he has 20. Malone is 5 of 5 from the line, and he has 21 points.
So your thought process right now for Karl Malone and the Utah Jazz must be, okay, we got our big fella going now. We got Karl Malone playing. He's in a nice rhythm. We got 3 chances to win here. We may not win here tonight, but we got 2 more chances coming up. So you got to keep playing and make the Bulls.
Malone working on Rodman through the lane against him, and he traveled. That's the 3rd basket that Malone has had taken away. 2 on charges, 1 on the traveling violation.
Now, Isaiah, the difference is Longley has to give him space because of his quickness. Rodman is right up against him. And they got him with a little extra half.
Jordan into the lane. Knocking it away is Russell, but he got a piece of Michael. WNBA on NBC next Saturday and Sunday at 4 Eastern. 1 of 2 for Michael. 20-point deficit. Make it 22 now. Michael the assist. Harper the slam. And Harper could be closing in on a triple. Russell blocked by Burrell. Into the arms of Harper. No look. Flip back to Scott. 24-point Chicago advantage as they run a clinic on the Utah Jazz.
To get off this minute 55 and then rest.
Jordan takes it upon himself and builds the lead to 26.
And the look on his face, rest early so you can have your rhythm late coming into the championship round.
Rodman gets it from Burrell and can't finish it. Second try, there it is.
You know, Isaiah, how hard that is.
Anderson from Isley hits the 3. You ever have that happen in a final series? Both of you.
But you bounce back the next game.
That was in the conference finals, right?
Yes.
Michael to the hoop and foul. Film Institute salute to director Robert Wise immediately after the game, except on the West Coast.
My daughter loves the sound of music. However, when I grew up on the west side of Chicago,
Team to get them ready. That's one thing. When you get embarrassed, you don't have to say much. These guys all have great pride.
Isley steals it from Rodman. Adam Keefe now with the slam.
see what happens in a series as it progresses. These two, it doesn't matter. You know, at some point in time, you're going to lose games. You just got to have enough composure, discipline, and concentration to stay true to your character.
Pippen, Burrell, how about that? Rodman threw the long touchdown pass.
Pippen, Rodman with a long home run pass. Scotty off balance, tips it back with two hands, and what's the finish by Burrell? Off the glass with the left hand.
That isn't just good. With this game out of hand, Morris spinning and hitting off the glass. Burrell cutting through and Longley finding him.
They're just picking him apart right now.
He missed it badly, Morris did. Kerr, wide open look at a three, and finally he gets off.
Now that was in character.
Kerr, Bushler. Kerr for three again. Good again.
He had that shot the first time.
Foster left alone. Can't hit it. But the tip is there for Adam Keefe.
We're going to have a great practice on Saturday. We're going to regroup them, on Tuesday, and we're going to play. And maybe sometimes the less you say, the better, because this team won 62 games. They didn't do that by accident. They have great pride.
The crowd erupts, and so does Michael.
Stockton, Hornacek, Malone to say, you know what, guys, we got to come back in and get game 4. We cannot be facing an elimination game here in game 5.
Morris was fouled as he moved through the lane. Stockton's evening is finished. At age 36, he missed the first 18 games this year, speaking of Stockton, with a knee injury. He had a 10-year stretch in the prime of his career where he missed only 4 games. Led the league in assists 9 of those 10 years. Consistently scored 15, 16 a game. One of the great. Vaughn. It is a virtual certainty that Utah will set a new low for points in a finals game. Bushler bats it to Simpkins. He gets the dunk, and now only Randy Brown and Bill Wennington. 2.5 minutes until this nightmare ends for Utah. Bushler wants another 3. He's got it. Dubious as it is, for fewest points, Randy Brown. He gets his bucket, and now it's only Wennington who hasn't scored among all. But Vaughn still can't hit. Ostertag can, so unless they score another basket, someone got a piece of Brown's shot. Simpkins was fouled. Wennington, the only Bull who hasn't scored, so let him do it. Well, the evening is complete. 42, and held to the lowest scoring output in the history of the NBA.